and welcome to a new edition of the 9521 Atlanta Baseball Podcast. We are back live on X on Monday night as our Braves are off this Monday night. I am joined once again by my co-host Michael Simpson, and we are excited to be back, even though, Mike, this might be the first week we really had to talk about some not so great results for our Braves this past week. But hey, one bump in the road will not define the Braves season for sure.
No, and it's June. If it took this long to get to a bad stretch, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to go this long without really having one of these stretches. And look, a lot of these games were winnable too. Both White Sox games were very winnable. At least one of the Mets games, I thought the Braves had a shot. So it could have been different. It just felt like the vibe was off last week. I told the wife going into those two series, I kind of had a bad feeling. I don't exactly know why. Obviously, some bad news also with Spencer Strider going down. We'll get to that. We kind of just want to go briefly through both series, Mike, and your impressions. First of all, I will say this as we talk about the first series with the White Sox. The Sox are not bad. They went and took a series from the Dodgers right after that. So, any impressions from that series, Mike, that you walked away with from either team, really, the White Sox or the Braves?
Yeah, I mean, I was just as shocked. I mean, it's for so many years, they've been trash, absolute trash, and they've, came out spanked our butts both times.
Yeah.
There was I forget. I want to say it was the last one. I know the last one was rained out, but the last one that we played, I could have sworn we were going to come back on that one. Ozzie popped one over right over second, and I was like, "Oh, that might drop in." No, it didn't. And but both games were close, so I mean, I can't really complain.
Yeah, we lost on a walk off from a rookie.
Yep.
Iggy, I don't know that it was a bad pitch. I don't know that he should have thrown two straight changeups in the exact same spot. But Iggy's been pretty, reliable. Obviously, he has the last few outings for Iggy, going back to the Boston game where he did eventually shut that game down, but he's been a little shaky, and that's going to happen again. Like you said, we're in June. You'd rather him be shaky in June than in September, October. So exactly. I'm not too worried about Iglesias, but yeah, the Braves scored 5 runs in that game. They got a big run in the top of the 10th to give themselves a lead. And then, just one of those things, man. The young guy hits the home run, and before you know it, a game that you thought you were going to win turns into a loss. But how many times this year have the Braves had a game where you thought they were going to lose and turn it into a win? So that's baseball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with so many times that we've come back to win, giving up one, especially a walk-off to a rookie.
Yeah.
Give him his debut. I mean, that's a great debut for him.
Yeah, and then the next night, Davis Martin has a really good night against the Braves. And he's had a good season, by the way. He's not you may not know his name, but Martin now after that is 9-2 with a 2.41 ERA and 79 strikeouts. So it's not like he was chopped liver. But once again, Chris Sale goes out, pitches a pretty good ball game for the Braves, and no run support as the Braves only mustered the 1 run in the Game 2 loss. And then, as you mentioned, Game 3 was a rain out. So I was kind of thankful for the rain out just for the guys to reset the bullpen, get an extra day off. But then they had some travel issues getting to New York, so I don't know how much that benefited them in the long run. But they did get to New York, and despite trying to rally late, the Mets held on in Game 1 for a win there, 7-5. And this was the Strider game where, he was definitely not on his best game before, and then all of a sudden they pull him. He'd already given up several runs at that point with elbow and shoulder soreness. And we just found out today, actually, better news than I think most of us thought with Strider. It does appear as if he avoided a season-ending injury, as they are saying now that, he's going to maybe ramp back up to throwing mid to late July, which would probably put him back in Atlanta sometimes in early to mid-August if things go well. Strider wasn't pitching well, Michael, and I don't know. When he does come back, I hope he can figure out a way to be effective, but I'm not sure where we go from here with Spencer Strider.
At this point, and I've seen doom and gloom from Twitter. I've seen doom and gloom everywhere when it comes to his career, and I don't think his career is over. His career as a starter might be over. I feel like he could be an effective bullpen piece. Like I was saying to you off cam, he is someone that he's got the gas, but they're trying to like limit it, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, maybe turn him into the closer. Give him time to work himself into that whole situation. Iggy's not getting any younger. Suarez isn't getting any younger either. So they're both going to need to be replaced at some point soon. Maybe he takes that role and goes from there.
Yeah, and we just DFA'd what we thought was our future closer that you and I had talked about earlier this season, Giancarlo Lara. So we'll see. Hopefully the kid goes on to be successful, but from what I understand, listening to our Braves minor league experts, Lara could just not find his command. I mean, he's got the ability to throw heat, but he couldn't find the command. So Strider's still a young guy, and if he wanted to step into that kind of role, or if they wanted to put him in that kind of role, I could definitely see him being very successful there. So we'll see. On the bright side of the injury report, Drake Baldwin is back after the oblique injury, so he will be, I assume, in the lineup on Tuesday as the Braves open that series with the Giants. And look, Michael, this is a big series. They play the Giants twice, I think, in the next couple of weeks, one road, one home. In between, you got the Brewers, who are hot. They're a very good baseball team, despite my misgivings about them in the preseason. We're going to face Misiorowski, who's getting extra rest for the Braves series. On the flip side, we're giving Chris Sale extra rest. I don't know if those two are going to match up or not, but this is a pivotal series. We'll get to that in a minute. Real quick, to finish up the Mets series, Game 2, the Braves did bounce back, and I thought that was a big win, Michael. We didn't want to drop another one. I believe this was the Eli White game is what we're going to call this, where he drove in most of the runs. And Martin Perez, what do you say about this guy? We've said it all. I don't know where we're at, where Martin Perez is probably our second best starting pitcher right now. But he is. Elder has fallen off a little bit. I hate to say that. I know Elder has been mostly lights out, but right now Martin Perez just gets people out, and he's got that ridiculously low exit velocity against his pitching. Can he sustain this, Mike, or are we going to see a cliff fall off, kind of like we've seen with Elder here lately?
Well, he's always been like low on velocity, and I say low. We're talking low 90s, not throwing 70. Yeah. But I mean, he can pitch. That's the thing. He actually pitches, and that's what I was hoping Strider was going to learn to do, and not just throw gas past people. But if you can pitch, Maddox made a career out of that, pitching in the low 90s and just making people miss bats. So I'm not saying Martin Perez is Maddox, don't get me wrong.
Oh, no, I get it. I mean, look, this is all we could ask for out of what started off as our sixth starter, really, our fifth or sixth guy, Perez. 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks. I mean, he just continues to give us that line pretty much every time out. And then the bullpen was lights out. Big kind of an insurance home run from Michael Harris late in that game, and the Braves got the only game they would take in that series. Sunday was pretty much a disaster. Elder couldn't get people out. It reminded me we were in Boston for his start where he had that inning where the Red Sox were just locked in. And I don't know if they were, getting the signs or the grips on the ball, and maybe the Mets were doing that as well, because it just seemed like they kind of knew what was coming. I don't know if he had his command. I saw him throw a couple of 92, 93 mile per hour fastballs in the zone. Major league hitters are going to hit that. They're going to hit it hard. Yeah. The Elder regression, I think we knew was coming. I just hope it doesn't spiral out of control. Maybe he can get it back and become effective again. I think he can. But we talked about this before. Do you feel comfortable with Bryce Elder being your number 2 guy in a postseason series? I don't at all.
No, I don't either. I would love to have had him be like he was the entire season, and then maybe I would have been okay with it. And my thought was, if he wasn't, then Strider would be the number 2, and that's doubtful also. So right now it's a one horse race.
I thought there was a really good thing that came out of, I'm trying to remember now if it was this game. No, it was the Strider game. The really good thing that came out of the Strider game on Friday And I want to get these numbers pulled up. J.R. Ritchie returned.
Yeah.
He's in the bullpen role. He's going to be back starting because of what happened to Strider. Ritchie pitched 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned, struck out 5. He did walk 2, but he's been in Gwinnett. His walking command was an issue. He seems to have straightened that out. That was a great line against a Mets team that was hitting the ball pretty well against us. He will get the start on Wednesday against the Giants, so we'll see what he's able to do. We need J.R. Ritchie to be effective more than ever at this point because of what's happened with the pitching staff. So, I mean, look, it doesn't excite you a lot as a Braves fan to see the lineup pitching-wise for this Giant series. You got Holmes in the first game, and then Ritchie, and then Martin Perez. But when you start looking into that a little deeper, yes, Holmes has had his issues, but by the way, we're facing Hauser, who's 2-6 with a 5.54 ERA for the Giants. Offense needs to step up. You're back home. Offense needs to step up, do their job, score some runs. And then, JR hopefully can give us that 4 or 5 innings in that first start back, be effective. Again, offense, you're at home. Get your crap together. This offense has been a little bit down for about a month now. Still good, but not like they were – and they probably couldn't have maintained that pace they were on to start the season. But they need to do their job, especially in these home games, because like I mentioned, then you got Milwaukee coming up, and you're going to face a really good pitching staff in the Brewers. And then you got a road trip to a place where it doesn't matter how good or bad San Diego's playing. We just don't play well out there.
No.
So you kind of feel like you're up against it. That will be our last West Coast road trip, though, Mike, coming up. San Diego and then San Francisco again. Our schedule looks a lot tougher in the next few weeks than Phillies, and the Phillies are still playing good ball. So all that to say, get started off on a good foot with this Giant series back at home, despite the starting pitching. AA's got to figure that out. Your impressions, Mike, as we go into this series with the Giants?
It feels weird to say that our last West Coast road trip is going to be late June. Like, I feel like there should be at least another one, at least in like August or something. Like, it just doesn't sound right. But hey, that's fine with me. That means we don't have to worry about going, a whole lot of time changes and all that stuff. Fine with me.
Yeah.
The Giants, they're not good. They're not, and they've been. I want to say, last I checked, they were 29-40 or something to that effect. I can't remember.
29-43 to be exact. Yeah.
Yeah. So
16 games behind the Dodgers in the NL West.
That's not. I mean, but we just lost. 2 out of 3 to the last mess in our division.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, we can't afford to assume anything because, again, the bats have been now. Baldwin being back, that should help, right? I mean, that hopefully will help wake the bats back up because our catching. I saw this today. I really could not believe this. Did you see this stat that since Baldwin went out, our catchers have drawn 0 walks, 0, no walks, and the batting average is horrendous. It's just been. It's been bad. So Baldwin's back. Austin wins outright to Gwinnett. Just have to hope Baldwin can kind of reignite some things, make that lineup longer, deeper. Not sure about Acuna. I don't know. Have you heard an Acuna update lately? I have not.
No, last I knew it was a 15-day DL. I don't think I heard any updates as to when he might be back. But like you were saying about the catching, I don't remember hearing about the walks, but I do remember hearing that both of them were under 100 batting. How were we? I'm going to make sure I get it exactly right. 46 and 25 with 3 players on our team hitting under 100. How is that possible?
Remarkable. Well, the pitching's been great. We're seeing the regression in the starting pitching, but the bullpen's been lights out, and the starters have found a way. I mean, Chris Sale hasn't even been really himself lately. And still
last couple
really
starts
good.
have been great.
Yeah, and then you got Martin Perez, as we mentioned, outperforming his traditional numbers. Elder has been outperforming, although I mentioned this to you before we jumped on. Mike, Elder's ERA is up to 3.15 now. It stayed below 2 for a lot of the beginning of the season, so he's definitely regressing a bit. He's up to a 1.139 WHIP, so he's got some work to do there. Well, he's got to figure out what was working earlier, mixing those pitches up. Sale is now 8-5. He still has a 2.3 ERA, which is, crazy good. Martin Perez, 5-3 with a 2.9 ERA, 1.048 WHIP. I mean, the guy just gets the job done. He's only walked, let's see, he's struck out, Perez has struck out 51 and walked 21. So you'll definitely take that all day long. Iglesias, again, he's had his struggles, but he's still 14 saves, a 1.16 ERA. I mean, you look at the bullpen, Iglesias, 1.16, Dylan Lee, a 1.14, Suarez, a 0.59 ERA. Tyler Kinley, who's on the 15-day DL, he's at a 3.18. He's had his moments where he struggled, but it looked like he was kind of getting it back before he got injured. Didier Fuentes, who we've talked about extensively, but, I mean, I don't think you can give that kid enough kudos for what he's done. 2.25 ERA now in 28 innings pitched. He has 33 strikeouts to 9 walks in those 28 innings. I mean, that's why the Braves have managed to get this record largely, and the offense carried them a lot during that first month of the season. So, look, as you mentioned earlier, it's June. This team is going to look very different when we get to September, October, hopefully with a couple of starting pitchers that we've added. Waldrop comes back. Maybe Schwellenbach comes back. Maybe Strider comes back and is effective. Just a lot of moving parts, but just keep winning series. I know they dropped 2 this week, but let's get it back together at home. I think that's a key for the Braves right now.
Yeah, I mean, if we can, get through this homestand and have a winning record, I'd be happy.
Yeah, and that's really, I mean, we got 6 games here against one good team and one really not good team. 4-2, get back on track, hold off the Phillies, and then we'll go on that road trip, survive that, and then before you know it, we're talking about the All-Star break. And if the Braves still have a 6 to 8 game lead as we get to the All-Star break, you feel pretty good about things regardless.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so I gave some of the pitching stats. Some of the hitting stats from the week are ugly, but we'll run through it. Matt Olson did have 3 homers this week. He hit 250 for the week. Ozzie Albies had a homer, not homer. Ozzie hit 333 this week, though. He was 7 out of 21, drove in a run. Ozzie only struck out twice last week, so that's a positive. Dubon 250 with a couple of Ks. Riley, we won't beat this dead horse, Mike, but 125 this week. No homers, no RBI, 2 for 16. He did have a double. He did walk 4 times, but he struck out 6. I don't know what else to say about Riley. I don't know if he's going to find it or not at this point. We'll just have to see. Michael Harris continued to be consistent. He was 273 last week, had a homer and a ribby, 6 for 22. He did strike out 8 times. He did walk once, which for Harris is actually pretty good. Dominic Smith has definitely regressed. He hit 118 in limited at bats, but he was 2 for 17. Mateo 2 for 9. Eli White had a big week, 4 for 9. He had the big game that really was the difference for the Braves in that win over the Mets. Ha-Seong Kim 0 for 4. Only had 4 at bats. And we're getting to a point where I think Anthopoulos has to make some decisions there. And then the catching, 2 for 16 combined between Leon and Austin Wynns. Just ugly from the catching position. But Drake Baldwin is back. Hopefully that'll take care of itself.
And Wynns has been optioned down to Gwinnett, so don't worry about him either. Yeah, no, it's ugly. It's offensively, some of it is ugly. Yeah, Riley, I'm shocked I think he's still over 200 for the season, correct? But if he's not far over it.
Yeah, 203. Yeah. So he's above the Mendoza line, Mike, but not by a lot.
No, definitely not. But yeah, we're patching it together somehow, but we're doing it. So I'll take it.
When it comes to Riley, I mentioned this to my wife. He's hit 8 home runs. It doesn't feel like he's hit 8 home runs. They
came in bunches, though. I think, yeah.
He kind of got them all at once. Michael Harris is up to 14 homers. Of course, Olson's out front with 20. Baldwin had 13 before he even got injured, so he was, crushing. Ozzie's got 10. Those are all the Braves in double digits. You look at the batting averages; it's kind of up and down. I mean, Baldwin was still above 300 when he left, 303. Olson's at 270, which for Matt is actually kind of high for him, so not too bad. He has struck out 72 times, second only to Austin Riley on the team with 82. So Riley has 10 more strikeouts than Olson, they're both known for striking out, but Olson's really known for striking out. And Riley's got him beat by 10, which is just unfathomable. And I don't know what Riley can do to straighten himself out. I don't know if it's a mental thing at this point. Ozzy's at 279 for the year, 10 homers, 37 ribbies. You'll take that from Ozzy all day. He has cut down on his strikeouts. He's at 37. Dubon, 259. He's got 6 homers. He struck out 42 times, but he's also walked 18. We talked about Raleigh Yastrzemski. When we got Yastrzemski, people said he's a streaky hitter, and absolutely, we've seen that. Cold to begin the year, went on a hot streak. Now he's kind of cold again. The main thing from Yastrzemski is we really got him to hit home runs off of right-handed pitchers, and he's only got 3 home runs all year. So he's not really accomplishing what we got him for. Ha-Seong Kim, if we're going to get on Austin Riley, we got to get on Ha-Seong Kim a little bit. He is hitting .089. He is now 5 for 56, Mike, since returning. 14 strikeouts to 6 walks. Just rough. And like I said, he only had 4 at-bats last week because I think Weiss is seeing how do you keep putting that guy in the lineup? It's a huge hole in the lineup. Something's going to have to give there, and you have no choice but to keep putting Austin Riley in the lineup. He's your highest paid player, the highest contract in Braves history. He's still pretty good defensively. I don't know. I'm very interested to see. We discussed last week the trade deadline and what the Braves can do. This could be a super interesting trade deadline for Atlanta because you got the looming labor strife. You got the Braves are set up to make a run at a second world title in 6 seasons. Do they go all in? Do they trade some prospects? Do they go after a big name? Yordan Alvarez is out there. Tarek Skubal is out there. I just don't know. It's going to be super fun to watch, and I hope we come out of it with some pieces that help us get over the hump come October.
Yeah, and like you were saying with Ha-Seong Kim, like what's the threshold that he needs to be at bat-wise to say, no, I can't put you out there anymore. Like it's not worth it. This experiment's going to have to die because, right now I would much rather Mateo or Dubon out there at short. Hell, I pull up Salvacine at this point. I'd probably much rather him out there than have Ha-Seong Kim out there.
Yeah, look, he's 100 points below the Mendoza line. And I don't know how many people our age or younger than us know what the Mendoza line is, but Google it if you don't. But it's basically 198-ish, and he's 100 points below that. I don't know. I know he needs at-bats to maybe get out of it, but $20 million feels like it's just been flushed down the toilet with him. And we'll see. Him and Riley, maybe they need to get together and do a group therapy session with a sports psychologist and see if they can figure this thing out. And I'll say this about Riley, and I'm sure Ha-Seong Kim's the same way, but I've seen shots on TV of Riley. He obviously is feeling this. He's carrying this. I know the guy wants to be better. It's not a personal thing. It's just hard to watch the guy bat, man. It's hard because you can see he's kind of lost. He's swinging at pitches he shouldn't swing at. He's taking pitches he should crush. We'll see. I'm pulling for the guy, and I do think he's going to get straightened out to at least to a point where he's a 230, 240 guy. But, man, it's hard to watch right now. It's just really difficult.
No, it is. But, like, as bad as these guys are, like, now with the All-Star voting opening up, I wanted to mention this with you, and I wanted to get your honest opinion because we said before I had some of the votes on here that I'm dumbfounded about, but I didn't tell you on purpose because I wanted to get your honest opinion. Now, catcher, not shocking.
Yeah.
Drake Baldwin is actually the top vote getter for catchers, and it's a decent lead. He has over 970,000 votes. Second place is Will Smith at 662,000 votes.
Yeah.
So he's got a healthy lead there.
Yeah.
Another not a shocker. First baseman, and it's pretty close actually. It's Freddie and Matt. 870 for Freddie in first place, and Matt's in second place with 802,000.
That is close.
Second baseman. Who do you think is the top vote getter?
Bryce Terang.
Bryce Terang is third.
Wow.
Bryce Terang should be first. I totally agree. Should be first.
Who Who is it? Who? Is it Ozzy?
It's Ozzy.
Are you serious? My wife's over here telling
517,000
me she's
votes.
celebrating because she knew and I didn't.
Yep. Bryson
Wow.
Stott second.
Wow. Terrain would be my pick. But hey, look, I love it for Ozzy. Fantastic. I love Ozzy's been one of my favorite players since he came up. So absolutely. Let's go. Let's go, Ozzy.
All right, third base. You want to take a guess?
Not Austin Riley.
Not first, not second. You are correct. He's not first or second.
Okay. Third base, me and Lorenzo talked about these all-star spots a couple weeks ago. And third base is not producing like it used to. Third base used to be some of your best hitters.
This person has a healthy lead at number one.
I'm going through in my head. There's somebody my wife doesn't like. It's not Machado, is it?
No, he's sixth.
Who is it? Tell me. Go ahead. I'll keep you around.
Muncy.
Oh, Max Muncy?
Max Muncy's number one, 941,000.
You see who prepped for the show? It wasn't me.
I didn't prep for the show. I just saw it.
She knows. Yeah,
Number-
she does not like Max Muncy.
Number two, Alec Baum with 386,000 votes.
Okay.
Third's Nolan Arenado,
Okay.
363,000 votes. And fourth place with 353,000 votes, Austin Riley.
That's ridiculous. That shows you how ridiculous this process is. Beyond ridiculous.
It shows you that
shows how bad third base is right now in
Yeah.
the National League, right? I mean,
It shows you how bad third base is, number one, but it also shows you that it's a popularity contest.
oh yeah,
He's a well known enough name to get
Yeah.
the fourth.
the ladies love him. The ladies,
Yeah.
he's getting the female vote, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who was second? Baum.
Boom. Yep.
That shows you how bad it is right there.
Yeah,
Nolan
because he's
Arenado
not
would be
doing
my-
good either.
Yeah, I'm kind of anti-Max Muncy myself, so I probably would take Arenado there. But wow,
So-
Austin Riley.
So Austin's fourth. Someone who I'm not saying he's having a great season, but I feel like he should be higher than Austin Riley. Alex Bregman is seventh with 145,000 votes.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, he definitely should be higher than Austin Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cat should be higher than Austin Riley in this voting process. That's just crazy.
We haven't even gotten to shortstop yet.
Oh boy.
Okay. Number one and two are not a Brave.
Okay. No shocker there. No shocker.
Would you like to you want to guess? And it's a tight race between these two.
Mookie.
Mookie's number two.
Okay.
Think division.
It's not Bo Bichette, is it?
No.
He's at third. Trey Turner.
He's at third. Nope. Trey Turner's fourth.
Abrams.
Abrams is number one.
Wow.
Ellie is third. We said Trey Turner. Otto Lopez is fifth.
I would have taken Ellie there. I mean, Abrams is a terrible defensive shortstop. Terrible defensive shortstop.
You want to guess who's sixth place?
It can't be Ha-Seong Kim.
It is Ha-Seong Kim.
Oh,
Wow.
Over number seven, Dansby Swanson.
That's insane. It's really insane. But it does. I mean, it goes back to we talked about this, me and Lorenzo did. When we were young, Mike, we took this stuff seriously, man.
Yeah.
You had to go to the ballpark or to the grocery store where they had them, get the ballots with the punch holes or the little circles.
Centrals.
And you took that mess seriously, man. You didn't just randomly fill those out. I never was one that was just going to fill all Braves in. I wanted to pick the players that mattered. And now I think and it's MLB's fault because now they run these ads where they just tell you to go vote for your team. I mean, they were literally running an ad during the Braves game, like, go vote for Austin Riley. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not voting for Austin Riley. No, it's the All-Star game. The dude's batting barely 200. So yeah, I blame MLB for that, but it is kind of hilarious. And I'm still very surprised that Ozzy is leading at second.
I agree.
Olsen should be leading Freddie, but I get it. Popularity.
Yeah.
Dodgers, I get it, but Olsen should absolutely win that. And Freddie Freeman be the first guy to tell you that Matt
Yeah.
Olson should start an All-Star game. So
He 100% would be. Yeah, he's like, no, I shouldn't be winning this. It's correct.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
hit me with the outfield. How's that look?
DH, we'll do DH first, then
DH.
go to the outfield.
DH.
Number one should not shock you.
Let me think. Does he play for the Dodgers?
He does.
Does he come from an Asian country?
You are correct, sir.
Okay. Shohei, of course.
I was gonna say it's not right. It's not Roki Sasaki.
right. Not Sasaki. Not the other Hai-Song Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Otani.
Although that, I want to say he got some votes here too. He did. He's fourth and second baseman. the other.
Good for him. At least he's higher than our Hai-Song Kim at short. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's second? This shouldn't be a shocker either.
Schwartz?
Schwarber.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the two right there.
Guess who's third?
It's not Dominic Smith, is it?
It's Dominic Smith.
Are you serious?
Dom
This
Smith
process
is third.
stopped. This whole process. Look, I love what Dominic's done. It's great, and I am so thankful we got him. But should he be third in All-Star? I don't know. I mean, the guy's having an okay season. But third?
Shohei is the top vote getter out of everyone. At,
Yeah.
1.1 million. Schwarber has 820,000. Dom has 371,000, and then fourth place is 174,000, which is Christian Yelich.
Okay, so I mean, look, Dom is batting 282. He's got 6 homers, 30 RBI, 4 doubles. He's struck out 22 times, which is not terrible for the amount of at-bats he's had. He's walked 9 times. He's got 4 sack flies. I mean, you know, why not? Why not Dom Smith in third?
I mean, looking at the rest of the names on the list, I feel like Casey Schmidt should be higher than 6th place. But other than that, it's Eugenio Suarez. But I mean, everyone, Troy Johnson of the Rockies is on here. I mean, you got a Rockies on the list. That's shocking. But yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anyone else in the NL that's doing outside of Schwarber and Otani. I can't see another DH that's doing as well as Dom is.
No, it doesn't sound it's not as ridiculous as it sounded to begin with. So good for Dom.
Yeah.
Good for Dom. Yeah. All right, hit me with the outfield. What we got?
All right. It color codes them so you can tell who so that they put the top 6.
Okay.
Do you want to give a guess for any of them?
Is Acuna in the top 6?
Acuna's in the top 6.
Okay.
He's number 2.
Is Mikey up there? You better be.
Mikey's number 4.
Okay. Let me think.
Number 5 to me is a shocker. I mean,
James
not a shocker, but
James Wood better be up there.
7th.
That's ridiculous. That guy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think number 5 shouldn't be in there, and you should move people up so Wood would be in the top 6. But
Let's see. Oh, by the way, on first base, where was Harper? Was he third behind Matty?
Yep, 3rd behind Matty,
Okay.
and then Bowers and Burleson.
PCA in the top 6?
PCA is no. PCA is 14th.
Wow.
Wait till I tell you who's above him, but we won't get there yet.
Well, I know he's not having a great year, but since it's a Cub, and
he still have a name. People know who PCA is.
Yeah.
You can just if you could say PCA and people know who you're talking about, you don't have to go. Who's this Pete Crow Armstrong? Like it's
yeah. All right, just hit me with it. Just give it to me in order.
You want 6-1 or 1-6?
Let's go 6-1. Let's count it down.
Okay. Number 6, Jordan Walker.
Okay, he's having a great year. Yeah.
Yep. Number 5, Teoscar Hernandez. I don't think Teoscar should be on here. I feel like James Wood should be on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you want to drop. Well, actually, no. You should probably drop Teoscar to like 9th. Move Soto up from 9th to 8th. Corbin Kell should go up.
I honestly thought Teoscar was hurt, so there's that. But
yeah, exactly. 4th, Michael Harris. 3rd, Brandon Marsh. He's having a great season. I'll give him that.
He is, despite the hair. He's having a good season.
Number 2, Ronald Acuna.
Yeah.
He's having a great season. I don't have a problem, but it just looks weird to see this person the number one outfield vote getter. Andy Pajes.
Okay, he is having a good season, but
Yeah.
that is surprising. But he's a Dodger, so he's going to get the
Yeah.
votes. By the way, I was just looking at. There's no comparison between the season Teoscar Hernandez is having and James Wood. Wood's
Yeah.
blowing him away, and actually James Wood's having as good or better season, as good we'll say as Pajes. So yeah, but I get it. He plays for the Nats. They play for the Dodgers. Yeah.
No,
So,
I get it's definitely it's a with that one. It's definitely a popularity contest without a
Yeah,
doubt.
and if I'm being fair, Acuna probably shouldn't be second. I mean, he hasn't
No.
played, been hurt, and when he has played, he's not been very good. He's not been the regular Acuna that we know. So, yeah, but Mikey absolutely deserves to be up there. Harris should be ahead of Acuna actually.
So 7th was James Wood, 8th was Corbin Carroll. He should be higher. Soto, even though I just hate Soto, is 9th. 10th is Kyle Tucker. Should not be up there.
No.
Um,
By the way, everybody hates Soto. We can't even sell his baseball cards on our auctions. Nobody wants them.
good.
Nobody wants them. I'm not sure Mets fans buy his cards. That's how bad it is.
Good call.
That's that.
And they're
that's
good
pretty
cards. Yeah, they're good cards.
bad. Number 11. You want to take a wild guess who it is?
Eli White.
No, but another.
Who am I missing? Mauricio Dubon. Yeah.
Doobie.
He should actually
Doobie's
probably be
11th.
higher too. I mean, really, but he plays so many different positions. Like,
Exactly. I mean, he's not listed in anything else besides outfield. It's probably because it's probably the most games he's played is in outfield.
yeah,
I'm not sure about the splits there, but
yeah.
12th is Justin Crawford. 13th is the now injured Adolis Garcia. 14th PCA. 15th Jackson Chourio. The guy who's in 18th should be higher. JJ Bleday is playing really good this season. I feel like he should be higher than where he is.
Yeah, Bleday is a guy that I think is on the radar. I've seen a lot of Braves fans talk about maybe he's the bat we need to go get.
I'll take him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that at all, for sure.
Yeah,
he had a good series against us recently, so yeah, we'll definitely take Bleday. Plus, it's just fun to say JJ Bleday, you know?
Yeah.
It's a fun name. Do they still do they don't do – I thought for a while they were doing a utility position, Mike. Are they not doing that, or does the manager pick that?
I think the manager picks it.
Okay.
Honestly, Doobie should get that because
for sure.
Super utility. I mean, he's been at short, he's been at third, he's been at the outfield, he's been everywhere. Like that would be a great person to have to be able to put anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance the Braves get between 7 and 9. I mean, you got Baldwin, Ozzie, Matt, Acuna, Harris. And then the pitching staff with the manager's pick, you got to figure Sale, even if he doesn't actually pitch. Iggy,
someone from the bullpen,
Fuentes may have earned an all-star spot. I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of how the manager wants to approach that. I probably don't want too many Braves in Philly, but we'll take it. I think it'd be hilarious to have a huge amount of Braves in Philly at the All-Star game. But, yeah, good stuff, Mike. I mean, there were some definite surprises in there. I'm definitely surprised about Ozzie, but really happy for him if he holds on to it. So that's good stuff.
I wanted to see your reaction when I said that Ha-Seong Kim was on here.
Yeah, man. I'd seen somebody post that earlier about him being ahead of Dansby, which Dansby's not having a good season either. But, it's just –
But he's not having a better – he's been having a better season than Ha-Seong Kim.
Yeah, and defensively, Dansby's still Dansby. I've watched the Cubs a good bit this year. He still makes plays over there. So good stuff. So hopefully our Braves will dominate the Philadelphia All-Star game, and in the meantime, get back to winning this week against the Giants and Brewers at Truist Park. And it'd be great to beat Mizzy Orowski, but that kid is he's on fire, man. He pitched a heck of a game the other night, so we'll see. But we'll wrap it up here shortly. If we got anybody watching that wants to jump in with some comments, please feel free. We'll get you on the air. We'll get them on the board here and talk about them. So please feel free to comment. In the meantime, make sure you check out the Romantic About Baseball Patreon page. Join our All-Star tier for just $5 a month and get a baseball card organizer, which I think my colleague is about to hold up for you. Yeah, there it is.
Just like that.
He just got his. And you get cards with that. You tell me what team you pull for or what team you want. Mike's actually getting some cards from a different team too, but I forgot to put in his, but he'll get them soon. And we'll cater to your needs. Whatever teams you want, guys, I will send you cards from that team. And I don't just always send – I'm not just going to send crappy cards all the time. I try to find you some good cards. And then we'll send you 4 or 5 cards a month after that for just $5 a month, the All-Star tier. So go to our Patreon, just search Romantic About Baseball, and you will find us on Patreon. Find me and Mike. We broadcast this here on X Live. We're also – the recorded version will be on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube as well. It's live on YouTube, but it'll also live there if you want to catch up on this episode. We got – what else we got, Mike? I got Romantic About Baseball cards now. Yep. So you can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group if you like baseball cards. Buy, sell, or trade in our Facebook group. And we are now selling cards on Whatnot. So you can find me on Whatnot under Jason Wu. They decided to leave off the D of my name. So it's Jason Wu, and I don't have the rest of it. But just search Jason Wu. You'll find me. Buy
some numbers.
Yeah, some numbers. Of course, if you're here watching us on X, continue to follow us on X on both the Atlanta Baseball Podcast 9521 and also the Romantic About Baseball X page as we try to post baseball content daily. And we still have a Facebook page out there that has 66,000 followers on Facebook. Just search Romantic About Baseball and look for Babe Ruth with shades. He's got sunglasses on. Easy to find our profile pic there. Mike, any final thoughts you wanted to wrap up with here, buddy, before we call it another successful week, at least for the podcast, if not for the Braves?
Yes, the trivia. Can't forget the trivia.
Oh, yeah, thank you. There I go again, forgetting the trivia. Yes, so you want to give the answer to last week first, right?
Sure. So the question is we all know the main guys from the 2021 trade deadline: Soler, Rosario, Peterson, and Duvall. There was a 5th guy that we picked up. And actually, when we were talking afterwards, there was a 6th guy. So I would take either answer.
Yeah.
But the one I wasn't looking for was Drew Smiley. Can you name the one I was looking for? And you actually came up with it.
Somebody commented it on our Spotify. And
really?
Got it. Yeah. Yep. Long time follower. He's been following us since the beginning. Very loyal, and he actually answered it correctly. So we'll give it a minute here. If anybody's watching, we got several people watching on X. If you want to comment, if you know the answer to that question. We got all those guys that made huge contributions to that World Series title team. This guy really did not make a huge contribution, but we thought he might when we got him. I was excited about getting him. Just didn't quite work out. But can anybody name the 5th guy? Not Drew Smiley. This was the other guy. We'll give it a minute. If anybody wants to pop on and answer, I'll try to get you something in the mail, reward you a little bit, but we'll give it a minute here, Mike, before we hit them with the new question.
I'm going to ask you afterwards because I can't see the live chat or their whatever they would. Is it on their comments? Maybe.
Yeah. Go on the comments. Yeah, I'm looking now. Nobody loves us enough to comment, Mike.
No, that's okay. It's fine.
I'm trying to guilt somebody into it, but I'm just glad we got people watching. That's good.
That's yeah. If they don't want to comment, that's fine. I'm just happy.
Yeah.
There's eyeballs on
happy
us.
To have you. Yeah, you scrolled by on X and you saw our ugly mugs and you didn't run. You stayed to hear us talk Braves, so it's good.
Maybe they just don't know the answer.
Maybe they don't know. My wife just said maybe they don't know the answer. That's a good point too. Good point too. Yeah. All right, Mike, hit us with the answer and then we'll go to the new one.
All right. So the answer was Richard Rodriguez. We traded Bryce Wilson and Ricky DeVito to Pittsburgh to pick him up.
Yep. At least we didn't give up a lot because he didn't turn out to be what we thought he was going to be. But we ended up getting another pitcher from the Pirates later who turned out to be okay. I think his name was Raisel Iglesias. I believe that was it. So he did
Pirates?
okay.
Rice. He came from the Angels.
Oh, why do I think he came from the Pirates?
No.
Oh, crap. All right. Well, never mind then. We ain't got crap from the Pirates. Thanks, Pittsburgh. I should have known because every trade we've made for the last 3 years has been with the Angels. Like it's
it feels like
a secret deal going with the Angels, right? So yeah, All right. New question coming right up. Let me put it on the screen. There we go. And you can also read it.
All right. So with the All-Star voting opening up and the Braves looking like we will get a bunch of the players on the teams, we had 8 players make the team in 2023. Can you name them?
It's a tough one. I mean, that's a lot of players to name. 8 players. If somebody gets close, put it in the comments on YouTube, put it in the comments on X, put it in the comments on Spotify. You can't cheat. Don't go Google it. We'll see how many you can get. I'm going to try to see how many I can get, but I know I won't get all 8 of them. So, but yeah, 2023, that was a pretty darn good team we had. It's unfortunate they didn't get further in the postseason. So good question, Mike. Good stuff. And then just for fun, you also mentioned that was the second most players a team has gotten, and there are 3 franchises who've gotten 9 at an All-Star game. So if anybody wants to go for bonus points and tell us the 3 franchises who got 9 All-Stars in one All-Star game, we'll give you a little bonus prize if somebody can get that. So comment and let us know. Good stuff, Mike, as usual, on the trivia. And we're going to call it a week here. And when we come back next Monday, I think we'll be talking about some more positives for the Braves. We're going to win both these series. I feel pretty confident about that. So next week will be more upbeat as the Braves will get back on track. All right. So thanks. Oh, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I was going to say you'll be talking about it because I won't be on because I'll be on vacation.
That's right. I'm going to ask Junior, my son, to come back on, who is proposing to his girlfriend this week. And I'm not giving anything away because A, I don't think she'll listen to the podcast, and B, she kind of knows it's coming anyway. So yeah, so we'll get him on hopefully next Monday. He can pinch hit for you. If not, I'll just do it solo or let the wife here, because she obviously knows more about baseball than I do. She knew the All-Star better, clearly. So we'll have a pinch hitter, Mike. You enjoy that vacation, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, buddy.
Okay.
All right, we're going to head out, and we appreciate everybody jumping on tonight. Again, if you have the answer to the trivia question, put it up there in the comments. And the recording of this episode will be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts tomorrow for your entertainment purposes. Thanks, guys. We will see you in 2 weeks. Or Mike will see you in 2 weeks. I'll see you next week.